Okay, y'all are in for a treat. We're going to do a very rambly video about planners and planner launch season and where my mind is going into this planner launch. So I walked all the way upstairs with all these planners, so I'm a little out of breath and my chair's is a little squeaky. But hi, how's it going? It's Sami from Sami's Sweet Life, and we are talking planner launch season. So I will probably do another video when we get closer to some of the launches, but there have already been pre-orders popping up. There's already a lot of launch talk, and this is my first video talking about where my mind is at, because clearly I use a lot of planners. I have a lot of planners that I could use, and I also love getting some new to me stuff to play around with. So first, my whole main issue for this year, and I didn't even bring in like one of the soft bounds either. My main dilemma I had this year was I liked each of my planners individually, but I thought I could get away with combining some, and I also had a problem with the sizing. So here's what I mean about sizing. So we've got TN size, weeks size, A6, B6, A5, bigger planners which will stay in the rotation, but like you can't make a nice looking stack because they're all different heights and widths and they don't stack nicely at all. So going forward, I need more consistency in sizing because I want it to be able to stack. My thought moving forward is I would have one or the other, like the tall skinnies or the more square size, so that they could stack with an A5, because the A5 isn't going anywhere. That's my favorite size. So moving forward, I could stick with A6, B6, and A5, and they would stack nicely. Or I could stick with just TN and A5, or weeks and TN and A5. They're all viable options for like a complete stack. I'm gonna move some of these things out of the way so you guys can see like really clearly, like the ideal option here would be something that stacks. Like they stack from smallest to biggest in all ways, you know, like this, where it's like one is taller, but one is wider, and they don't stack no matter how you do it. They're gonna like hang off and look kind of silly. So it could be an option where it would be A5 and A6 or B6 and A5. Could be something like this. I just want everything to be able to stack nicely instead of look like a hot pile of garbage, you know? Like, I just don't like all the sticky outy bits, and it's harder to carry them when they're all weird and wonky. And I have been watching the Sterling ink releases. I really thought, like moving into this, I would stick with these two sizes. Like that is my nice stack, but Sterling ink only offers a pink in the weeks and a purple in the TN size. We have N1 and N2. I don't know which is which, but one's the week size, one's the TN size, and they offer one in pink and one in purple. It's like, oh, they would look so good together with one in pink and one in purple. And so I did waffle back and forth, and ultimately I am going to use some weeks sizing as well. I have liked it, and I think I can get away with like maybe more weeks size things that are smaller and they all fit together versus, you know, each one of these being different sizes. Each one of these things could be a week's planner, and then they're small, slimlined, compact, easy to carry around, lightweight. And then also TN size is great. This is a journal, so I would like to have a TN size to replace this one, or an A5 to replace this one. Something where I'm going to write a bunch. I think TN and A5 sizes are perfect for that. B6 is also good, but it just doesn't work in my little stack configuration. So moving forward, I want to have a stack, but like that stacks really nicely. A TN and a weeks stack nicely. So I have no qualms about this being the size options. So that narrows things down significantly because not every planner comes in a weeks or a TN size. So if a planner comes in only B6, it narrows it out of my potentials for 2025. So that helped tremendously, like weed out lots of different options. Some options are super cute, like this A6 is cute. I use this for like ugly to-do listing and brain dump kind of thing. So I haven't used it a lot, but I'm pulling it back in this week now that the kids are back in school. But again, like it just doesn't fit great on the stack. It probably could for a TN size, but I have decided to go weeks because of Sterling Ink's releases. I knew like going in, I use the most Sterling inks out of all the little doodads and things. So I thought I would go in with that in mind. And now as far as A5, I have used this Wonderland 222 this year for like health tracking and self-care and stuff. I want to combine that with my fitness tracker, which is a TN size. I love this option. I love the Wonderland 222. I don't love their color options this year for their covers, and like this one's gorgeous. It was like, it spoke to me, it sang. It's such a beautiful color, and I do love their cover the best of all the plastic covers. I have kept it on there all year, and it's the only plastic cover I have used and liked. But I want to combine these two, and I'm thinking moving into it, I'll either get a TN like wider full year with all the daily pages for that option, or I'll get an A5 with the full year. So it'll still be like this size book, and it will combine the workout stuff as well. So I know for sure that's going to be one of the things that I use. I also have a YouTube companion here, and I just write in my YouTube videos, video notes and stuff. I don't use much in the back except some video ideas here and there. So this one would not need to have a daily page every time. I would still use the compact size that has 120 sheets in the back, but I might end up updating this to the TN size, like this size here. I might stick with this and maybe add a different one. Like one's going to be more social media and one's going to be strictly videos. So I could do like YouTube shorts and Instagram shorts in one section, and then one can be my YouTube like long form videos like these that I film. I want something like dedicated for that. I might combine those two, or I might just get one and put it in like a bigger size one. But I really enjoyed like these size companions a lot. I also definitely want a journal, so I'll put a journal in this pile, but it'll be a different size. I also really like having some sort of like dot grid written out. I have tons and tons of notebooks for this purpose. I do not need to repurchase like an additional extra notebook. I've got plenty of notebooks and dot grids and things. This is dot grid. It can be full on grid or lined. It just has to have something. So I have some notes abilities because I'm a lefty and my handwriting will just go off the rails if I don't have lines or grids or something. So I've been using this one from Archer and Olive because it's gorgeous. It's a TN size, and I've got tons of A5s for this purpose. I have one more TN I can use, but like I have tons of these notebooks from Hubman and Chub Girl. They are also dot grid, so I can use those. So whenever this one runs out, which I'm like, I don't know, getting close to halfway through with this one, I will just add in another one as I need. This one's my budget one, so I have this one on the shelf. I don't hardly have to use this one very often. It's just like keeping track of my spending for this channel or my spending for like makeup and all the things. So it just goes in there. I'll definitely have some sort of notebook. My other option for that notebook is a TN size. This is from Sterling Ink. It's just one of their notebooks, and this one's not numbered. I will get a numbered one at some point if I tend to really like this, but I have so far used this for legit travel. Like it's an actual travel notebook. Let's see, where's my thing? So there's like our Dollywood, Tennessee trip we took last summer. All the trips are in here except the Disney cruise. I didn't put that one in here yet, but that's just like legit travel. And it's got a Freckled Fawn case. I've got quite a few of these little Freckled Fawn TNs because I worked for them for a while and got lots of stuff from them. I love their stuff. And then I also have an A5, quite a few of these like A5 covers. Oh, the cicadas are really popping. I got a few of these covers from Erin Condren. This happens to be one, and I had to redo this a little bit to make it fit an A5. So this is a paper test. It's an undated. It could totally be in the running for my options for next year because it is A5 size. I also have quite a few Sterling inks that I had purchased. I think I got these ones on discount, and they're in the beautiful quartz. She is discontinuing this cover because it's hard to manufacture. They have a lot of like manufacturing waste, and it was expensive to get these covers done. So this one is discontinued. They have a different pink that is gorgeous, and I'm really hoping it comes in some version of A5. Womp womp, spoiler alert, it does not come in everything. There goes my dog popping off, but it does not come in any color that I really wanted except mulberry. So I will be getting A5s in the purpley color, which is really pretty, but I was so disappointed that it didn't come in a pink. I was really holding out for that A5 pink one, but womp womp, no luck there. It only comes in 1 week's size configuration. So I will be having a video coming up very soon on how to recover your planners. I used a Planner Perfect planner wrap, and then their website is totally not even up right now. So I ordered some things off Amazon, and that video will come up very soon. I'm gonna be so sad if it doesn't, because I definitely want a pink one. They do have weeks size pink ones, so I will end up at least getting a pink weeks size, but I've got lots of these I can repurpose too. These are all, so these two are full year, and this one's the compact size that only has 120 note pages. It has all the weekly pages, and these are horizontals. So I just love their horizontals, and they came out with an A5 horizontal, so I'll definitely get one of those. So I've got lots of options I can repurpose, but I'm sticking with the same size. That's the main thing, is size consistency. I have a lot of like things that have withstood the test of time as far as what I use again and again. So I will continue that. Also, I know she makes booklets and she'll come out with booklets again for the Sterling ink. I was using a sprouted one for all the kids' health tracking, and then a Sterling ink for my health blog. This is all my migraine and period and hormone, all the issues I've been having are in there. And again, like sizing consistency, these are both a tiny bit different size, and this one's quite a bit thinner, even though it's the same, pretty much the same amount of pages. It's just that TRP paper, so it's a lot thinner. So I will, again, size consistency, stick with Sterling ink and just get two. And these ones just live on the shelf, so I don't have to worry about like where am I gonna put these. They're gonna just live on the shelf unless they're out on the counter. So I clearly filmed this video before the A5, B6, and the booklets video came out from Sterling ink, and womp womp again, the booklets for the monthlies are actually going to be black this year, so I'll have to either recover them or find a different monthly booklet to use. I was using this for a reading log the first half of the year, and I did end up liking it, so I'll just get an A5 compact size probably for this purpose. All these are like extra little doodad planners that I play around with, and I use them from time to time, not necessarily every single day, but like when I work out, I pull out the workout planner. When I have videos to make, I pull out the video planner, and that way each thing's like compartmentalized and I use them for each thing. I don't want everything in one book. So I'm really into the compartmentalization of it, and I will continue to do that, but a couple things will combine. Now this is my main squeeze as far as all the TRP planners. I took off a post-it note. This is what I call my sticker steez planner, and I love this thing. I, decorated a bunch in the front. I pretty much use all the daily pages. There's quite a few gaps in here with like blank pages here and there. Like there's blank pages, but I'll go back and use them when I need more paper. Some days I need more than one page, so I come back and use those pages, but this one I love. I will continue to have a full-size A5, and I'm hoping they have a really nice color for the full-size A5 because I love having the pink one. I will love the purple one if I get a purple one, but this big chunker is going to stay in my lineup, and I do love how ginormous it's getting. I'm in August, and there's still more room in the back to fluff it up, and you can see like there's the weekly pages, that little tiny strip in the middle there that hasn't been used yet, but I will continue to get one of these for sure. This is like the main big boy planner that I have, along with my like scheduling and to-do listing stuff. So one of these, off screen here a little bit, one of these is a daily planner and one of them is a weekly hourly. They're Erin Condren ones, and they are going to stay in my lineup. I have this daily duo, I think, through the middle of next year, but I'll get another one if I am still sticking with it, which I think I will. I really like having these two. These are already spoken for in my lineup for all of 2025. Like again, with this, those stack nicely with this, which stacks nicely with the TN size, which stacks nicely with the week size, and I can make a full-on like triangle shaped stack. That's like my main purpose and my main thoughts going into it is I don't want all the different sizes. I want them to be able to stack nicely and be consistent with the sizing a little bit. Like my reading one, I want a bigger one possibly. I don't know that I necessarily need the biggest size, but I could definitely get away with probably a TN instead of this one. I still need writing room, but I'll show you guys, like I write a little bit about recaps of books and thoughts on books, but I don't use the entire page generally. Like I don't know that any of my recaps have been full pages, so I could get away with using a TN for this. See, like that was like the closest one I had to a full page. Like Game of Thrones recaps. Some of the books I haven't even, or seasons and books I haven't even written out, but I put their pages in. So something like this where I write, but I don't take up the whole A5 page, I could totally turn this into a TN size option and just have a TN size option for that. So things like that where I can tweak it a little bit more to my needs. I will end up making a list more so than like my scratch list I have so far. Here's what I've got so far. And again, it will change a little bit. Like needs, I need the sticker sneeze, that's an A5 giant. And then things I could do in this. I could use an A5 or a TN for my wellness. These are the things I want to put in. And then my media log. I could make it a daily if I use those squish pages. I play Squishmallows and I keep track of like things I buy and things that I sell, so I know the prices of everything. And then books I'm reading, YouTube, TV shows, add a little book clip of the books. I want to have like little book printouts of the miniature book covers. And so my media log one could be an A5 one with a daily page if I want to do the squish in there as well, or I can stick that in the sticker sneeze like it has been so far. Also for YouTube, I could do a lot of different things. Teacher softbound, which I didn't bring up here. It's an 8x10 type size. And again, it will stack with the A5s just fine, or TN or A5 compact size. Here's my thought process. Could stick with Weeks, TN, and A5 as my stack. That eliminates B6 and A5, and I could plan in one B5 because the B5 is a little bit bigger, almost like the 8x10 softbound. And so I like those two potentially being options for things. And then here are the colors that I want for things. They have the caramel, which is this color, which is beautiful. The mulberry is like a purpley color, and then fairy floss is the new pink, and it's a little bit brighter than this quartz pink, which I'm excited about. I love the pink and purple options. So I wrote out a couple of things. I'm still waiting. The A5 video has not been posted as of yet, so I don't know what colors and sizing options I have for that, because I'll show you I took notes on the two first launch videos. Got the dates and times in here, but some of them only come in colors I have no interest in whatsoever. Like Forest is the dark green, which I do not like at all, which seemed to be very popular because she's got it multiple times on the list. And ew, like if you want a compact vertical A6, it only comes in forest green. If you want the full year, you can get it in caramel. But some of them only come in that color, and I was like, that is a deal breaker for me, guys. I'm not going dark green. Like, do you see any dark green in any of this stuff? There's no dark green. There will be no dark green. Like, I just can't. I can't do that. If it happens to be like the A5s that I want only come in colors that I don't like, I will be doing a video covering them up. And like I said earlier, that video is totally happening because the A5 video from Sterling Ink did come out, and there's only purple, no pink. So heartbreaking. I know it's not the end of the world. I can totally fix it with some cover up, so expect some videos. Like using the planner wraps. Let's see, where is it? It's way on the bottom here. Like using the planner wraps. You can buy printed adhesive vinyl off of Amazon in sheets and do the same thing. So Planner Press, their website's not working. Their website just, I don't know. It's not there anymore. I don't know if they went out of business or there's something wrong with their website and they will come back. But as of right now, Planner Press does not exist. I can't find any information on them and their website's gone. So the actual planner wraps that I reviewed are not available, but you can buy permanent adhesive vinyl sheets in tons of patterns. I've seen florals that I love. I was searching and added some to my wish list so I can grab them later. I absolutely will be covering up other options. Like if it only comes in onyx, the black, I will be covering them up like this. This is held up really well. So I will totally be doing that and making a nice pretty floral option. And I may do that if it comes in a color like mist or tweed or linen. Like those colors are just neutral colors, and I want pink. I want pink, lots of purples. You can see like all my options here. Like I have loved them. I did end up getting the mist one, and I just don't love the color. So if it comes in mist, I will cover it up next time. For now, I'm using it for this year, but she only has certain colors and certain sizes. It's just not going to work for me. I have to have my bright colors. You know, I'm like, I want rainbow throw up colors and bright, beautiful colors. That one's cute because it's got the little dragons on it, but you know, I'm a color girl. I don't want the neutrals, and I definitely don't want the forest green. Really walk you through, like, when it comes down to it, if I want to, I can just redate some of these. These are 2024, so I can repurpose these for next year or even the year after, whatever. They're on my shelf and I can use them whenever I want, and maybe pare down my actual purchase list for this year. And I was really particular about which planners I did end up purchasing for pre-order. I purchased 2 pre-orders. I first purchased the Just Scribble. It's called Plans by Just Scribble. I love Siobhan. She is a YouTuber. I met her finally at Go Wild, and I just absolutely love her. So I wanted to purchase her planner because it is super cute and unique, and she has a great attention to detail. I am on her PR list, so I did receive one for free on my pre-order. And then I ordered additional stuff from her because it's so good, and I cannot wait to share all of it with you guys when the pre-orders come in. And then the next one I pre-ordered is from the Rosy Life. And she is all about the pink planners and super girly frilly things, and I love her style. I wanted one of her planners last year.
correction, for 2024, actually still this year, and didn't end up getting one, so I made sure I pre-ordered for 2025. And I have looked at the Hobonichi launch. I'm not exactly sure I'm going to purchase anything from them. I do love a couple of the cover options, and I want to get a week's planner from them, but my holdup is I'm not exactly sure if the weeks this year are going to use the Sanzin paper. I love my little Sea Dragons A6 from them because it has the new Sanzin paper. The Tomoe River paper is the new paper, and I like it. It's white, it's beautiful, it's what I've used the whole time I've been in Tomoe River paper planners. But last year they used their last stock of the old paper, so the week's planners I received last year had old Tomoe River paper in it, not the new Sanzin. And I'm a paper snob, I do not like cream paper, and so I barely used those week's planners. I had great intentions with them and then just totally put them on the shelf because they're gorgeous. I love the cover options that they offer, especially in the week's planners. But man, that old creamy, dusty colored paper, I just cannot stand. So they're just sitting on the shelf. But I have been watching their launch stuff every single day. I've been paying attention to their Instagram, and they have such cute designs. So I may end up getting a few different things from them.
I'm going to purchase a Laurel Denise for review. Not sure I'm even going to use it because it's like such a neat and awesome concept, but like my particular brain, I'm like, I do not see how this could possibly be functional for me personally. But I think I'm going to purchase one and review it for you guys, and then I will be purchasing some sterling inks, and I think that's it. I don't know that I'm going to get any Hobonichi stuff this year. I really need to look because last year their week's sizes came with the old Tomoe River paper, which is the cream color, and I was like, ew, it's like nails on a chalkboard for my eyeballs. I didn't like it at all, but if it comes in the new, like the white, beautiful one, I will probably get it. This A6 is the new paper, but I still used the old paper for the week's size planner. So I got two of them, tried out the old paper, absolutely hated it. So the week size is in the runnings for me. I've been watching their releases and they are pretty. So I just need to find out for sure if they use the new paper because I really want a week size from them if there's a pretty one and it comes in the new paper. So that's also on the table for now. But that pretty much wraps up like my whole thought process. It's mainly sizing and sterling ink, pretty much like all of what I'm looking at. And from the other companies that I pre-ordered from, I only got certain sizes. Like if they had only B6, I didn't even consider it. Like this planner, I love this one from Aura Estelle, and like my covers, some of these covers are Aura Estelle, and I really like their covers. And I loved this planner. I was hoping they would have an A5 version of this, but they only have the B6 again. So I didn't purchase one, unfortunately, because I'm trying to stick with certain sizes, but I would have loved this one in an A5 size because this header is gorgeous. I just love the layout of this one. And I would have totally loved to have this one as like my journal and gratitude, but I need it in an A5, not in this size. So unfortunately that one was off my list. I will end up looking at their covers again for Black Friday because they have some gorgeous covers. This one I just love. I use this one every day and just absolutely love it. But that's pretty much it. I've got lots of things on my list and I really have to see that last sterling ink video to see what A5 options they have. And then I will have my list narrowed down. There you go. I hope you guys like this planner launch madness. You know, as a multi-planner user, it's super easy to just buy one of everything, and especially like I justify it with this YouTube channel, but I'm really trying to cut back because I don't need to review the same planners year after year. I'm trying to introduce a few new ones for you guys, and that way I can have new, fun, exciting things to play around with, but I don't need every planner, and that's a hard concept when you want to purchase every planner so you can hold it and look at it and flip through the pages of it. But yeah, I hope you guys like this planner launch thoughts and my ideas moving forward, what I definitely will need and what I'm cutting out. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow me along, and I will catch you next time. Have a great day, guys. Bye.